Hi, this is Himadhri Brahmbhatt, a singer-songwriter exclusively on Popp Dapp.
What's the story of how you first fell in love with music? And at what point did you decide it was more than a hobby, that it was your path?
My mom often tells me how, as a kid, I would unknowingly hum songs after hearing them just once. Mostly songs by Lataji and Ashaji. And I think that's where it all began. Years later, after my 7th grade, my parents got me into music classes during summer vacation. It wasn't something I was pushed into, but it was something I slowly grew into. The more I explored music, the more I got lost in it. And that's how I continue pursuing Hindustani classical music. And during my second year of college, I made a big decision to leave my MBA and follow music full time. I knew it wasn't an easy choice, but it was the right one. Because music is not just what I do, it's who I am.
When you sit down to write or compose a track, what's the first spark like? Do you start with melody, lyrics, rhythm, or something else? How does the rest of the song grow from that initial idea?
Honestly, for me, it always starts with a feeling. I don't sit and decide today I'll write a song. It just happens. Sometimes it's one line, sometimes just a melody that comes to me randomly. From there, I keep building around that emotion. The lyrics and melody comes and grow together. I just follow what feels right instead of forcing anything.
Your releases reflect a distinct style and personality. How would you describe your musical voice and what internal or external influences have shaped it most?
I would describe my musical voice as emotional and very close to my real self. I like keeping things very simple but meaningful. My classical training plays a big role in how I sing and compose, but my real influence comes from what I feel and observe in life. Growing up listening to legends like Lataji, Ashaji, Shreya Ghoshal ma'am, Sunidhi ma'am, Pandit Rajan Sajan Mishra, Vidushi Kishori Amonkar, Yani also played a big role in shaping my musical identity.
You have collaborated with other artists on projects and performances. How do you approach collaboration creatively? And what have you learned from working with other musicians that you might not have discovered on your own?
I see collaboration as a space where ideas can grow and flow freely. I don't try to control the process, I just bring my honest self and allow things to build naturally. What I have learned is that every artist has a unique way of thinking. And when you come together, it creates something bigger than you couldn't do alone. Yeah.
What role does experimentation play in your work? Are there sounds, genres, or cultural influences you are curious to explore but haven't yet ventured into?
Experimentation is something I'm slowly exploring. I don't rush into it, but yeah, I would like to try new sounds when it feels right. I'm very curious about blending my classical training with modern genres, and I feel that's where something unique can happen.
When someone listens to your music, whether it's your latest single or an unreleased demo, what do you hope they feel, think, or take away from the experience?
I just want people to feel something. For me, it's all about connection between the artist and the audience. If someone can connect to my song and feel like this is exactly what I'm going through, that's enough for me.
What has been the most significant creative challenge in your journey so far? And how did you navigate it? Did it transform the way you make music today?
For me, the biggest challenge was stepping out of a safe path and choosing music fully. There were doubts, but I kept going because it felt right. That journey taught me patience and self-belief. Now I focus more on feeling than perfection, and that has changed my music completely.
As an artist evolving with time, where do you see your music heading next, both in terms of sound and your broader artistic vision?
I feel like I'm still evolving and my music is evolving with me. I don't want to limit myself to one sound. I do want to explore more, but at the same time, I never want to lose the simplicity and emotion that define me. For me, it's not about chasing direction, it's about staying real. As long as my music feels honest, I know I'm on the right path.